War erupted in the Senate after the Migori Senator Mr. Eddy Oketch issued a political bombshell, asked the Senate the abduction and killing which is still going on in our country, and he asked them a simple question that he had drafted this and it should be discussed on the floor. Without wasting of time, the other senators who were inside the chambers, they heckled the gentleman and even started chanting him, chasing him away. I want us to ask ourselves on our today's political discussion. These are the leaders we are having who are not ready to listen to one another. And let's watch this video.
Mr. Speaker, I was very clear about the document which is a resource of this House that has gone to the President. In that document, we were very clear about a number of issues that we complained about. Unless Senator Gloria was not in this House to listen to what was being discussed in this House, Mr. Speaker, I am very clear in my mind, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, let me say this, Mr. Speaker. Maybe Senator Gloria is comfortable because any of her family members have never been abducted. But abduction of young people in this country must stop. And they happen within the structure of security in this country as well as outside the structure of this country. You might make noise as much as you want, but I can assure you that one day your own family member or your own relative will be abducted and you won't be sitting pretty. We must stop the abduction of young people in this country. It must stop.
So, you've been called upon to substantiate those allegations. What did you mean by structured abductions within government? Instead of responding to that, you've been shouting back at your colleagues. Proceed, Senator Eddy, to substantiate. If you're not in a position to do that today, you know exactly what to do.
That resolution, if you read it, Mr. Speaker, it talks about abductions and killings that this Senate was tired of, addressed to government. Mr. Speaker, if it is addressed to government, Mr. Speaker, and it has not been responded.
Have a seat.
Mr. Speaker, I hadn't finished. They ate on my time, Mr. Speaker. They ate on my time.
Sit down. Take your seat.
Mr. Speaker, you're giving them so they ate on my time.
Take your seat.
Eddy oketch, talking about abductions happening within the structures of government and outside other structures. And Mr. Speaker, you know, there's an allegation there being placed on, I'm not even sure whether he's targeting an individual in government, whether he's, because he has also mentioned the president at one point. Can he substantiate these structures within government where he's saying that are being used for abduction? Perhaps he knows of a unit, a particular unit that he can even just mention, so that even us as senators, we can come out and call out that unit. We would like to know which is this inside government. Maybe, and if he cannot substantiate, he must apologize and withdraw, because this is the upper house. This is not the National Assembly. This is a house of records, a house of procedure, and we carry ourselves with facts. Mr. Speaker, let him substantiate.
Now, before I carry on with my political observation, ladies and gentlemen, may I take this golden chance to thank you and appreciate you so much for your always great support in this broadcast. And I want to thank the new subscribers. Thank you for your subscription, because if it was not a subscription, then this channel could have not reached where it is as at now. And I want to thank the new members for your like and also comment that you offer to this broadcast. If you are watching me for the first time, having interest, proceed with this topic of political discussion, kindly take a 1 second and click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In that next time, when I upload to you such kind of a video, the video will automatically comes into your YouTube platform. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to divert into whatever took place in the Senate chamber. Number one, what I have realized from that video, Mr. Eddy oketch is right, and he is speaking the truth. The truth of the matter is that our country is still practicing mass killing and also abduction and even illegal arrest in some occasion. and which should not be accepted at all. So according to me, why Mr. Eddy Oketch drafted this, he has felt that pain and is a human with a compassionate heart, as opposed to the senators whom he have even mentioned their name, in the chamber. How can someone come up with the good agenda to help Kenyans, yet the senators, some of the senators are now heckling him? Is it making sense at all? Is it making sense? The senators could have just understand that this man have no sin, is right, and is just defending himself. But should he just be heckled like that, yet he is a senator? The same senators will one day come out and say the other government is bad. The same senator will one day come out and say, oh, we were told. Just at the other way, today in the afternoon, I analyzed MPs are crying and saying, no, he must be given lion shares. Please let us not pretend that we are overpowered with powers. All these powers comes and go. Just try to vigilance and understand what your colleague is saying. It is wrong and it looks awkward that you are heckling your colleague, yet is coming up with a good agenda. This is a total failure and impunity, lack of respect we can justify in the Senate. They have no confidence, but just to show their colleague that they are not ready to be honest. Today you are pretending, tomorrow will be another story. Time will tell. Malipo ni hapa hapa duniani. Badala mkae chini muelewane, museme hapa kulikuwa na shida fulani fulani. Mbona hatuwezi elewana, yet kuna abduction, kuna mass killing. We are having even illegal arrest without even warrant arrest. Yet you are still heckling your colleague, yet you have come up with a good idea to be discussed in the Senate. And you've even listened to the speaker. Is saying, Mr. Amason King is saying that this should not be seen again. Senators, hakuna mtu yote kwa hii dunia mwenye ako 100% bila makosa. Makosa lazima ipatikane. Na sisi sote tuwafanya dhambi. Inalingana umefanya dhambi pande gani. Na ndio maana we always just have time to discuss the problem affecting our country. You guys, you pretend a lot that there's nothing wrong in this country. I was just even hearing Pio Wandai, how he's speaking. Then I said, hey, this is Pio Wandai. Now pampering. Yani, sawa. Sahi mko kwa mafuta. Munone, mkunyu mafuta munone. Waja sisi tukae kwa jua, tupigwe na jua tukauke. Ni hali ya maisha. So if senators are denying that, hakuna mass killing, hakuna mambo ya abduction, yet they are leaders. Na wananchi kwa pande ingine wanasema iko. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your take? Bye bye.